What exactly are Cobb LEDs, and what are SMD LEDs? And of course, which is right for you? If you're in the market for a new bike light, or other LED lighting product for that matter, you likely have run across the terms SMD and COB, more commonly called Cobb. Maybe a good place to start is to describe in general how LEDs work. As you are likely aware, LED stands for light emitting diode, and it is just that. A diode which has current passed through it to emit light through the recombining of electrons, which in turn releases photons in a process called electroluminescence. In its most common form for consumer products, an LED is likely configured as an SMD, or surface mounted device or diode, which looks a bit like this close up, and is often a single LED chip mounted to a circuit board. This setup can be considered a single emitter due to its single LED chip and single source of light. However, it can often be combined with additional chips or boards to create lights with multiple emitters. In bike lights, it's often to see 1 to 3 emitters, sometimes even more. Here is how Cobb or chip-on-board LEDs differ greatly. Imagine if you shrunk the diode of an SMD LED and placed, say, 10 or 20 of these on a single circuit board. This is effectively what a Cobb LED represents, a board with numerous diodes comprised in a given pattern, which is usually a row or a grid. To identify an SMD LED, you'll find each diode has its own anode and cathode, positive or negative, whereas with a Cobb setup, a series of, say, 20 diodes may run off of a single anode and a single cathode for the entire setup, meaning it is on a single circuit board, although larger grids are occasionally broken up into additional circuit boards. So say you might have 5 circuits of 20 diodes, creating a 100 diode Cobb grid. Without getting any more technical with the differences between these two designs, what are the practical differences and attributes? To start with, Cobb LEDs generally consume less watts per lumen than SMDs and are therefore more efficient. Due to their architecture, Cobb LEDs are generally not found in RGB or red, green, blue setups in which a user can change the light's output color. SMD LEDs, by contrast, can be designed to have this functionality, but it does not inherently have these properties. It is worth noting that Cobb LEDs can be designed to produce other single colors from a board, as you see here with the NOG lights in either white or red. They are not interchangeable.